Hello guys, after a long time I am back with a devlog of my game Trepidation Academia, or earlier known as rediyors Dark Academy. So as you know, I made a devlog about this game around 2 months ago and then I disappeared. So where was I? I was working more on this game and I had less time to work on the devlogs, but here I am working on another devlog. So yeah, here I am, and basically I was struggling with the game engines, like which game engine should I select. I tried Unity, Godot, Unreal, Stencil, Scratch, Penguin Mode, Turbo Wrap, G develop, Construct, Game Maker Studio 2, etc, etc. But now there's a tie between Godot and Stencil. I haven't used Stencil much, but I know it's capable, and Godot because it's capable, but GD script is hard, so I might just well not do it and go with Stencil, which is a pretty powerful alternative, and it's free. Both of these are free. I rejected Unreal and Unity because they cost money, like it's just hell. Plus I also don't want to choose Globe because JD script is hard to me. So let me show you some progress I have made on the game, by the way. So this is a design of the early character, how this character should look like. This is not how the actual character should look like, but this is a piece of how a character should look like in the game, and this is made in GMS2 Game Maker Studio 2. So yeah, this is just it. I rejected Game Maker Studio 2 because it costed money to publish. There's another line of code which was basically the movement for this character I showed you here. This was the movement code for it, and then there was this code which made the sprite or the object turn directions whenever the key is pressed. And then this was another code. This was basically the line code, which is a bug fix of this one. And then this one was another code IDK. What one? So yeah, now let me show you some more. This is not pretty relevant, but a footage of me messing around with code. It doesn't do anything except printing some random stuff. And with that, let us go to the Scratch website. The Scratch website. This is the Scratch website. Okay, this is the Scratch website. So basically, in this website I have created a few assets for the game which are now scrapped, but let's just have a look anyway. So yeah, here is it, of early asset of how the main villain of the game is supposed to look like. Now what, let me cover things a bit more nicely. This dude is the main villain of the game, and he has created an infection due to a reason, and he has infected an academy or a school, you say. And now us, the protagonist, the player, is gonna save the school, is on a way to save the school by making a cure to this infection. So in this game he finds things and he makes a cure to defeat the infection. But here's a catch, that this infection is infecting the students, and the infected students would become a very disintegrated zombies, most of them, and a few of them would become bosses. Like for example, these will be the things, the side enemies which you will like kill while walking around the map. And there will also be bosses which will also be pretty much school based. Like for example, math teacher will be a boss, science teacher will be a boss, and maybe whatever we would come up with, the PE teacher would be a boss and stuff like that. So yeah, this game would also have a cameo of another popular character from another game, but I will make sure to give proper credit so I don't get copyrighted strike down. Yeah. So basically that's all the info I have on Scratch. For the assets, I also made a background scoring test in Scratch, which is pretty irrelevant right now, but it's still a matter to show. Yeah, so here's it. Here it is. This is the Scratch product I made, which was basically a movement testing. Though this game is basically how the movement of the game would look. This is how the movement of the game would look. It also is animated. See, like this, it's going upwards, it's going upwards, It's going downwards. It's going leftwards. It's going rightwards. Yeah, basically this is how it works. So yeah, and this is the basic code for how things work. For a second, if you want to know, anyone wants to know. And now with this information being covered, let us go to the very big app Stencil. So here we are on Stencil. I actually haven't used Stencil in my entire damn life. This is the first time of me using Stencil. So yeah, IDK. What do we even have to do in this, bro? What are we even doing, bro? So basically, yeah, this is behaviors. This must be like, the G develop and construct thing. This is the events panel. Instead of using if and then thing like G develop uses, this thing uses a pretty, scratch like format, scratch like thing. And I pretty like it. Like, this is much like scratch, bro. Like, add an event to begin IDK. You know what? Let's add an event. I know what I'm doing. I'm just, like working with Stencil for the first time. So yeah, things might be a bit weird. Otherwise, so it gives us an error here. If where are this is a play one, right? This is a flow, conditionals, booleans, comparisons, conversions, and stop. What is the actors thing? Okay, this is IDK, bro. It will take me a time to learn this thing. Number, so let's click on user input. If what? If wait a minute, bro. Wait a minute. Should that root? Let's go click here. Can't we choose key? Like key press, like IDK, bro. If shift key, wait. Bro, how do I delete this block? Yeah, here. Keyboard and mouse. So mouse touch keyboard. But I can't literally like do if shift key and this key, like things like that. But I can't really set custom keys like I could in Scratch, which is a pretty disadvantage, I guess. IDK, bro, at this point. If this key is down, if this key is down, shift key is down, where are the variables? Like, can we get a variable? This is sounds, images, custom, collision, actors, flow, numbers and inputs, game attributaries, game, sounds, extensions, and this stuff, bro. This might be harder than code, bro. Like, what the hell? Okay, I'm trying this for the first time. What am I even trying to code, bro? IDK. You know what? This is just like no time. This is waste of time, bro. Let me just straight up go to a few spicy assets that are gonna be used in the current version of the game. Hopefully. This is how the main villain Dead of Fire is supposed to look. Yeah, this is how he is supposed to look. Now, this is how he looks after getting a redesign, I say. You know what? Let me show you a side by side comparison of what changed in this character. Let me show you. And before, many people say that why does this character looks like Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. That's not a mask, that's his eyes, which might look like a mask, and those are scars. Let me show us side by side comparison. So yeah, this is the old and this is the new one. Okay, this is the old and this is the new one. And then another few more assets are this, which is the music boss of the game. The music boss, he has his guitar and neon funky vibes, you know. This is the reference I was talking about earlier in this video. This is John Doe. He will make a cameo in this game. And then this is in the English teacher. Infected. These all are infected, by the way, except for this one, the protagonist. These all are infected. So yeah. So with that, we have all of our assets of my game Trepidation Academia covered. So well, yeah guys, that's all for this devlog that came after so long. And don't expect a devlog soon. Yeah, no, don't expect any devlog soon. I can't. But yeah, that's all for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching the video, friends. Bye.